Hi, I'm Carcina.
Oh, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it.
No one knows Carcino and none of these.
There's so much going on in the world, and I'm just giving my 2 cents on it. Go in and do a raid at someone's house, but you don't have an arrest warrant for them. What's up? What's up? Good morning. Good morning to you. Now, champagne sloppy. Oh, here we go. Champagne sloppy was caught being spied upon by some type of drone. Amidst all of the controversy that's been going on and trending on social media about champagne sloppy in an alleged minor situation. So, someone went and got the photographs of this event from this young lady who seemed to be a junior in high school at the time she attended a Drake event in 2023. She graduated from high school in 2024. And the fact that this girl from New York had to put out a video saying that she never did anything with Drake. She did this X, Y, and Z. A lot of people think that she was put up to doing that, so she could get people off of her back and save Drake's bacon. But Kendrick Lamar's performance at the Super Bowl brought a lot of, that's your hero, Kyrie. That is your hero, Drake. Don't leave him now. He needs you. So, with all of this activity going in and going on, there's this drone footage, right? Where it shows Sloppy's PC open. Normally, I've never seen this in the history of mankind. Someone has their PC open and it doesn't go to a blank screen, especially a celebrity. And he's drinking his normal pink concoction. He gets up and he walks out of the room. But what is interesting is what is actually on this screen. And the page he seems to be on seems to be some type of search site, like he's recruiting women or something, like he's picking them. And I don't know, they might be young, they might not. I don't know. But it looks like some type of recruitment thing going on here. Or he's picking characters for a video game. Who doesn't know what this kind of thing is? Well, since Kendrick did the Super Bowl and 133 million people got to see and hear about how this man could be alleged PDF file and he's got weirdo behaviors, it's highlighted. It's celebrated through dance. It's been over a week and people are still doing the 2-step. It's on every TikTok. It's on everything moving. Now, what is home affairs? A lot of people say, what is that? That's the Australian government. Okay, the Australian government of home affairs This is what they do. They investigated crimes and things on the home front. And whether they had authorization to send a drone up to a penthouse suite, it's normally illegal to do this anywhere in the world. So to be able to get a drone to come up there, you either had to bring it yourself and record it, which could be. This could have been done by Sloppy. This could have been done by Stake, the company that he has a partnership with, the gambling site Stake. Or this could be the government, Home Affairs, because they're the only ones that would approve such a thing. But I just don't think they would be so sloppy. Now, Champagne Sloppy into the room, and then he sees a drone in there. Sloppy comes into the room. Champagne Sloppy sees the drone. Look, he's still looking at the drone. And his reaction is, let me grab a house shoe. Like it's a fly. And has the worst aim in the history of mankind. Sloppy throws the damn house shoe, not even nowhere near the damn drone. Look at Sloppy, man. Like, and he's like getting like in a fighting stance. It's like, what are you doing, Sloppy? He looks back at his PC. Oh my goodness. Right. This has got to be fake. That could be a gambling site. That could be him putting down money to buy some doggone miners. We don't know. This could be all advertisement for his gambling site to take attention away from the girl. You can't be that awful at aim. I mean, Sloppy, it's been a long time since you've been doing some acting classes. You need to go back. Look at this. The shoe is over there. The drone is right in front of your face, and you throw the shoe that way. Oh, he looks back. Oh my God, Sloppy. Sloppy, sloppy, sloppy. or it could be like, remember that movie Trap? Maybe the government set your ass up, and the reason you out there is because they set a trap. This whole Australian tour was a trap to get you out there so they can investigate you. See if you go ahead and order up some minors. Be like, hello, is this room service? Yeah. Code word. I'm alone. Yes. This is the concierge desk. Yes. I'm looking for, 16 and fun. 16 and fun. Yeah. Okay. 16 and fun. And anything else? Let me get like 2. I want to order 2 and some fries. Oh my God. Sure thing. We're going to send it right up. Yeah. So how do I see this ending one day? Sloppy in cuffs. So they're going to have Sloppy up in some cuffs. That boy going to have some jury on. I mean, to have Sloppy out here like this is a bad look. But he's trying to save face because that whole video with him and that with the girl, that situation just got worse. Because nobody even believed anything that girl said about, like, oh no, we're just friends and blah, blah, blah. It's like nobody buying that woman. Because the question she needed to be answered is, why are you at Drake's house? I mean, at a party and you're 16 years old. What are you doing at a Drake party? They got text messages to go along with all this stuff. It's crazy. No. It's more than that. It's more than what you just said. Because Drake it's like this, dog. I wouldn't have myself near any activities.
We have Kadisha giving us an update on Drake's new alleged involvement with an underage girl at one of his after parties.
Here it is. Drake is being called out on Twitter for having a minor delivered to a party. This tweet is going very viral right now about Drake and a minor, so let's get into it. In this tweet, they are sharing information about this woman who says on July 22nd of 2023, she got invited to Drake's after party. And she said, I'm never questioning how hot I am ever again, getting invited to Drake's after party. And then she would post this photo with the OVO bracelet on and said after party vibes when you legit hug Drake and hold hands and you had a whole combo. And you know how the internet be pulling them receipts. Well, they brought up this woman's profile on Instagram. And from pulling all of these receipts, they found out that this girl was only a junior in high school when she was at Drake's after party because she didn't graduate high school until a whole year later on July 5th of 2024. And this Twitter thread has so much information. They even pulled the event that was happening before Drake had this private after party, and it was at Sneaky D's, and it was a dance party, but you had to be 19 years or older just to go to this. And then they pulled the same receipts of Drake having this after party after this event, the same night that this girl is saying that she was invited to the Drake after party. And they are alleging in this Twitter thread that Drake wanted this girl hand delivered to the after party because one of these OVO stan accounts account said, "Sir, Sarah Heed," which is the same woman, "is in the after party. She sent me a message and I sent them to you." But this is something I'm honestly not really surprised over. Kendrick literally said this for a reason, and we've known since 2010 that Drake has moved funny when it comes to younger people. Like, I know y'all don't forget about 2010 when Drake had this girl on stage, and then he figured out that she was only 17 years old. But instead of just cutting it dry, he started to move really funny and started kissing her. And then he started even talking very inappropriately how he is only 23, so it's fine. He's not going to get in trouble for doing what he did.
Listen, 17. I had fun. I don't know if I should feel guilty or not, but I had fun. I like to make the breast feel against my chest. I just want to thank you. It's okay, I'm only 23. I can do shit like that, baby.
Good. He said it felt good. Y'all have to understand, Kendrick said what he said for a reason, and honestly, I don't think this is anything that Drake will ever be able to live down.
Now we have Mr. Tricky B saying that he instantly turned off Drake's new album with Party once he heard these disturbing lines from Drake. Here it is.
They shooting. I made you like, yeah, Drake is shooting. And he was gunning. Of course, you know he's been gunning for the minors. So everybody know Drake dropped his album Party Next Door. And what I could say right now is hit the fan. As allegedly she's 18 now. I'm thinking she's 18. But this is all allegedly came out and said she was at Drake's party just a year ago. In 2024, she just graduated. So she was a junior at this time, allegedly from Australia. Yes, she was at Drake's party. Yes, in Australia, you have to be 18. But she wasn't 18, allegedly. She was 16. This is all allegedly. It's all in her IG, which everybody went and looked up. It's big on social media right now. So right now, it's all on her IG, all allegedly, where it's showing that she's getting into the party and she was delivered. This is all allegedly by OVO member. Yes, it might be Molly Mall because, you know, Kendrick did say he do have a case. So Molly Mall might be the OVO. This is all allegedly. I don't know. I just said might be. Now, in the situation, Drake have not responded. But from what Joe
Them predators moving flocks.
That he's on an island in his turquoise boots, smoking. You already know. So yes, it's 99 rappers that's getting at Drake, and he's in wherever he's at in turquoise boots, smoking, according to Joe Budden. So I did say this, that yes, Drake has still dabbling with the minors and the youth as he came out and with this album Party Next Door. And what I could tell you is he still serenades, or he is the Pied Piper of rap. As he, hey, this is all one of his tracks. This is all allegedly. You can go listen to the track. Her mama ain't home right now. Her daddy ain't home right now. She going up the pole right now. Yeah. Her mama ain't home right now. Her daddy ain't home right now. I'm just recording right now. See, and this is a 16-year-old allegedly at the time in 2023, 2022, because in 2024 she just graduated and he was at Drake's party. It's all there on the IG. Before you say it's glazing, it is not glazing. These are all pure facts. Go follow the rest of the pages. Go, you're gonna see it all comes up and it all adds up. But yes, Drake is still dabbling. That's why I cut off this Party Next Door album as soon as I heard your mama ain't home right now. Your daddy ain't home right now. She's going up the pole right now. Her mama ain't home right now. Her daddy ain't home right now. I'm just recording right now. This is his song. I swear. Hey, all of that. Nobody's glazing. Even the verse, he's shooting the shots at Kendrick Lamar, which the verse is terrible when you add it up to Kendrick Lamar's Muse verse. Yeah, it's not even close. Yeah, he needed hang it up. He's dropping. His sales is dropping right now on the new album. Yes, the first day sales is all due to Kendrick. Everybody wanted to see what he had to say about Kendrick, and it wasn't much, as you can see, and they was not filling the album. So now he had a 40% decrease on these sales that's happening today. This is all allegedly. There's no glazing. Drake is doing this to himself. He is having an identity crisis. He's messing with California Kendrick, Gangster Kendrick, and yeah, you can see what he is. He's still being Drake, yellow with the like he said, like Joe Budden said, turquoise boots, smoking. With 99 rappers getting at him. Man, go get your lick. That's all allegedly from Joe Budden. Go get your lick, because you got 99 rappers after you, and you wherever you at, in turquoise boots, smoking.
Now, the alleged minor actually came out with a video to clear up any misunderstandings that may be involved. Here it is.
Okay, this is a real video of me. I'm a real person. I exist. I haven't done anything sexual or weird with Drake. Didn't think I would ever have to say that in my entire life. Also, please stop harassing me. Thank you.
Yeah, I don't like that she's being harassed. People gotta leave that girl alone.
Man, what do y'all think about that?
Man.
That's just weird. I don't know.
Now we have a beautiful sister saying that all this stuff that has been going on with Drake post-beef would have been avoided had he had a solid girlfriend or wife by his side to help guide him. Here it is.
Let Drake be an example to all you men out there why y'all need to value marriage and commitment just a little bit more. Because y'all cannot convince me that if Drake didn't have a wife or at least a solid girlfriend that's like not just using him for his money, that he wouldn't have crashed out the way he did after this beef, right? Because let's be clear, rap beef is not new. Okay, in every battle, there needs to be a loser. Drake just lost this battle. What made it weird though was how he responded to losing. You know, like the whole thing he did with LeBron and then suing, like, no. I promise you, if he had a girlfriend or a wife, she'd have been like, nah, babe, we don't got to do all that. Let's just go to the beach. Let's just go on a vacation, you know? Because one thing a committed relationship is going to do is going to protect you from a lot of, right? And if there's one person who's going to be honest with you, hopefully it's your significant other. Because clearly, his homeboys, they're not being honest. It is scientifically proven, I'm talking about a known fact, that men thrive more when they are in committed relationships or when they are married. Okay, their beards are healthy, their finances are thriving, their mental health is better. Like they thrive better in relationships, where women, we tend to thrive more when we are single. I wonder why? But this is a known fact. And I believe this fact had a lot to do with why Kendrick won the battle. Okay, stick with me. If it's one thing I learned from their beef is that you can buy every designer brand, every brand new pair of shoes. You could buy every bitch on the block. But one thing you cannot buy is experience. And that's what Kendrick had over Drake. His experiences. He had experience being in a committed union with one person, what that looks like, the ups and downs, the highs and lows. He had experience with facing his childhood trauma, facing his shadows, talking about his demons. He had experience with love. And if it's one thing love is going to do, it's going to transcend everything. And that is what I believe Kendrick had over Drake. His music just evoked an emotion out of me. Like, it's very emotional. It's the type of that make you go back to it, right? Where I have not gotten that from Drake in a very long time. Like, even with this new album he got with P&D, it sounds cool. But I mean, all of his sounds cool, but it's not evoking an emotion out of me. And y'all cannot convince me that it's not because he does not value commitment. Because when you are in union with one person, you are forced to be reliable, to communicate, to be dependable, to be obedient. You have to be obedient. And in that obedience, you evolve, you grow, you're challenged. And you can tell that Drake has not been challenged in a very long time. I think this was the first time Drake was challenged in years. And look, he was not prepared. He was not prepared because his experiences have been limited, because he refuses to evolve as a person. Now, I still love Drake. Don't get it twisted. Drake, if you see this, because I know celebrities you watching social media, still love you to death. You were still in my top 5 for sure. But I can't relate anything about, Drake's latest albums. They just feel stagnant. They feel repetitive. And nobody can convince me it's not because he still wants to be this whore. Like, I don't know. I think that all of you men need to be looking at Drake and waking up to why you need to value marriage, why you should be valuing commitment. You should not be pushing 50 out here still doing the same shit you was doing at 25. God did not put us on earth just to be freaks and whores. God put us on earth to love one another, because love is going to challenge you. It's going to force you to evolve and grow. And because y'all are too afraid to love, y'all stay the same person and the energy is stagnant.
All right, guys,
Right.
that's all we have for you. Listen, I think it is
I'm
weird to have
going ahead.
anybody
I
that
gotta
is
get
that
married
young in
now
your
after
section,
that.
period. I can't fathom this.
Yeah,
In no
man.
situation should a grown man have a woman that young.
He's 16.
You know
She's
what I'm
still
saying?
a teenager.
Period.
So, as you can see, this ain't just me. What they mad at me for? You see everybody else is talking about it. This dude coming in here, why are you bullying Drake? That's the only thing this dude could think of. You're not going to convince us to save women from being single, Catwoman. Y'all cooked if y'all choose this. Tell the truth, sweetheart. Yeah, I don't think that's the truth. That most men flourish more when they get married. They do better financially. That's not necessarily true. It's just that those funds go to other places. I know a lot of people who, it's just that you don't spend as foolishly as you do when you're single. When you're single, shoot, you buying cars, you buying a damn thing that, oh man, I want to have one of those as a kid. You buying Lego sets, I'm building the Death Star. You know, you ain't gonna be able to do that in no relationship. She gonna cut that right off. Like, no, you're not. We're saving up on our trip. Where are we going? Spain. Oh, yeah. All right. He said, it did for me. I have a dope ass wife. Some people need that. They're codependent. Like, I got a friend, he can't go a week without being in a relationship. If he break up with a chick, he got to be with another chick right away. He don't know how to be single or by himself. He's very codependent. Oh, yeah, definitely hit the like button. The Cash App is still Carcino. Y'all know what time it is. Well, I'm quite sure he's gonna do that. That's why I don't even follow him. After he was up there grooming a 15-year-old boy, that's what I'm saying. These people, they got things in common. That's exactly what they do. Well, that's good. See, the thing about it is you want to marry somebody that is, that is like your friend. If they can't get on the second controller, ain't no need of getting married. But sometimes once you marry him, things change. Hey, seen a lot of relationships happen that once they got married, divorced in 2 years. Been together 7 years. Got engaged, got married. The marriage lasted 2 years and they were divorced. Things change. And a lot of the times, the women change. Yeah, that was tragic. Those people should have never even dated. You know, the problem was simple. The problem aligned a lot with opposites, right? My buddy, not because he's my buddy, but he's actually a nice guy all the way to the end. And she knew that. So she knew, okay, I got one in the pocket in case I ever want to date him or do whatever. I'm going to go out and hold it up. And because the guy she liked so much didn't want her, he treated her like, man, just come over, I'll blow your back out, and then you can go on about your business. He didn't care about her. He loved drugs. Drugs was his thing. But she loved him. Like, I love you. Don't you love me? He didn't go for it. So she said, well, I don't need him. I'm going to show him. I'm going to go out and I'm going to grab me something else. I'm going to go get the guy that loved me all this time. So she started dating him. They got married. Dated for about 5, 6, 7 years. Got engaged. 6 months later, they were married. 2 years later, divorced. 2 years later, divorced. Unhappy. And she drove him completely insane. No. I'm not with a girl now because she wants to get married and I don't. She's like, I still want to be married. I believe that. I'm like, you're divorced. Why do you want to go get married? Because for a woman, the marriage, it worked out perfect for them. My buddy married the perfect person for him. She's somebody that couldn't live on her own, and she's codependent. She likes video games. They go home, they game 24 hours a day. They watch the same animes. So I'm like, this is the perfect person for you. I knew that right away. I'm like, they don't make women like her no more. The fact you ran into this one, you better not let her go. Well, the people don't want to get divorced. See, that's why the thing is that when you get in a relationship or a marriage, it's not about you no more. you pretty much don't exist. In a lot of the marriages, you don't, and you're in a relationship and y'all living together in the same house. The woman decorates the house. She wants to get new furniture, stuff that you would never be buying. You'd be like, hey, wait a minute. I don't want this. Oh, too bad. She wants it. Woman gonna make you buy things that you as a man would never want to buy ever in life and don't need it. You gonna say, ain't nothing wrong with this couch. Nothing wrong with this here. I don't like the way this room look. We need to paint. Paint? You know how much money that is? To hire some painters? No, we're gonna buy the paint and then you gonna paint it. I'm gonna paint it. That's how it operates. You can't put nothing up. D, how many photos you put up in your own house with your wife? How much of that house did she decorate and tell you, well, you can have the basement or the garage, but you paying half, if not more than half, on the bills? I'll be like, so let me get this straight. Hey, I told you, my boy moved his girl into his house. It's his crib. He's had that house before he met her. She moved in with him. She lived in an apartment with her girlfriends. They were dating. She moved in with him and they got married. This is the only place she's ever lived outside of her mom's house from a kid to living here in this situation. Then it goes from all of this to, okay, we've done X, Y, and Z, right? These really weird situations. She moves into his house and now she's got half of the house. According to the judge, she moved in with him. They got married. They've been married like 8 years before she started getting drunk at the bars, sleeping with the guy that was at the bar while he's at work. And they got to sell the house. And she gets half of the house. That's his crib. So the courts and the judges and all the laws that they put in your state, those are one of the main reasons now guys don't want to get married, because it's more favorable to the woman. Because you start thinking divorce. You go in there thinking about love, partnership, family. A lot of them come in with business opportunities. Now, if y'all come in with a partnership and understanding that I want to build a family with you, and this is about our family, and we can expand and grow and use our house for investments and get, the things that a natural family is supposed to be about, then yeah. But now it's like you got to vet them all the way through. It's crazy out here. Then you got to protect your kids from people like Drake. It's crazy out here. Mm. No, I didn't see it that way. A lot of these dudes is kind of crazy. Mm-mm. Real love. That's the hard thing, man. That's because real love took time and it takes time. So you got to go all the way back to the beginning of it. Everybody now wants everything quick and fast. Back then, people had to court you. They took time. And, it's mostly a guy. He fall in love at first sight, and he's interested. A woman normally cater to be, courted, and they go through this whole long process of stalling you out, putting up the barriers, and it's like a challenge. Like, how long is he gonna fight for me? Most guys be like, man, I ain't doing that shit. No flowers and candy, no writing letters, none of this stuff. The girls would just live for. Man. No. That dude got problems. Like, so that people would be talking about champagne sloppy fighting drones. And all of this is to take the attention away for him and the damn girl that was 16 years old. We don't want nothing about that. Then the second girl was another girl in Australia. The one that used her sister's ID to get in the club, and she's 16 in the club out there to drink, and club is 18. See, they got to understand it's social media. And she's a young girl. Young girls are going to do what? Talk. Because they're young. This is the biggest thing that ever happened in their life. Mm-mm-mm. Well, oh, shouldn't I heard my video, huh? They have said it about Jay-Z. But here's the thing. When Jay-Z was doing it, nobody cared. He got married. He got married and all the stuff he did, that was back in the day where that stuff was allowed. This degenerate Drake is still out here allegedly getting down, even with Not Like Us is out. It's like saying to somebody, look, man, it's like telling somebody, hey, look, man, it's hot out here. You can't do another crime. And then you go out and do another crime while it's hot. I mean, Not Like Us was just performed in front of 133 million people. People think of your name, they think PDF file all the way. Now, let that sink in. They see you and think PDF file. Mm. Suge, oh yeah, Suge is a big cap artist. Right now, he blaming Ray J for everything in the book. Now he hate Ray J. He can't stand Ray J. Now he's shouting out Danny Boy. You know, hey, Danny Boy, he was out there sliding. He was doing his thing out there sliding. Like my man was doing dance steps or something. Yeah, he was out there sliding. He went out there sliding. Well, Mr. Robert Thomas, you go leave your kids with Drake. You trust your kids around Drake. You go do that. It can be, sir, why did you leave your kids here with Drake? He's worth about $400 million. Was that worth the expense of your children? Look at the looks on their face. They're confused. They worth $400 million. He had on turquoise boots. I said, I can surely trust a man with turquoise boots. I didn't know he was going to do all that. It ain't like I don't have no problem with Danny Boy. I don't got no problem with him whatsoever. Oh, Elevation is coming out. That's what I'm talking about. Like, there's no reason to love or hate Danny Boy. Danny Boy haven't done any damn thing. He sung on a couple of hooks. Danny Boy had not one album out. He was, I ain't mad at you. And that was about his only big breakout. Then he's singing on Toss It Up, I believe. No. There'll never be a time that no, I would not be in a room alone with Danny Boy. There's no need for me to be around. He said, Danny Boy had a song called Come When I Call. No, I ain't coming when Danny Boy call. Danny Boy can do his own thing. No, they don't. It's about how you carry yourself, man. And when you see yourself in situations where it's almost drama, I mean, shit. I know a guy that's always in the drama because his girl is in the drama. That's all she do is get in the drama. And then him and her fighting with they supposed friends. And it's always on a trip. They went to Branson. We going to Branson. Man, we gonna get on this riverboat thing they got. Went to Branson, Missouri. Next thing you know, they come back fighting. Going on those couple trips. It's like, oh, really? A lot of different times people say things they don't mean. So it's like somebody is the wizard of lying. Drake is a manipulator. Like right now, what is he doing? They're turning everything on its head. He says the new R. Kelly minus the vocals, R&B voice. Well, believe it or not, it's based on a true story. R. Kelly is behind bars for women the parents basically gave to him. Is R. Kelly music banned from YouTube, Apple, Spotify? No. Why? Because R. Kelly is not getting the lion's share of that money. So that's that narrative. But let me get up out of here, man. Get up and start getting some work done. Enough with this fool, Sloppy. I mean, here's what Sloppy did. All this craziness, right? He's running around there. All of this lies and deception and all of this garbage that they've been spewing for years, right? To prove it ain't true, you get more alleged allegations of people being brought out. Then you have people on your team that are not on the up and up. Mm-hmm. Let's just say OVO got other people in their spot with cases. Of course he was wrong in 2001, but they acquitted him. So now you want to try to go back and rectify what you did when it's past the statute of limitation. That's illegal. So truth is truth. Yeah. So let me get up here and get stuff done. Enough about Sloppy for now. I'm out.